This computer. All right. Thank you for joining the Nikki Clarke Show. I am so excited to have everyone here for another exciting interview. I'm your host, Nikki Clarke, and I am so excited to have been part of this transformation movement of transforming lives one story at a time. The show has been going on 15 years strong, and we have people from all walks of life sharing their heart stories, from musical artists to community builders. It's all about inspiring you to take the next step, to being uplifted and empowered by what they share. And I'm very excited to introduce an incredible collaboration of artists. They have a new amazing song called I Am Stronger out, and very, very happy to have them here to talk about their journey together in this process. So please welcome Primo Green and the Real Norsemen to the show.
Thank
Welcome.
you, thank you, thank you for having us.
Awesome. Thank you so much for
Yes.
joining me. It's really exciting to learn more about what you do. When I heard the song, it really resonated with my spirit. And I said, yeah, this is a song that I could, play in the car, play in the house. Like it just fills me up. I hear a lot of music. I love music. I listen to music all the time, but this one gets me on a spiritual level where I really feel like, whatever I'm going through, I just feel better just by listening to it. So let's talk about how you got there. But the first question I'm going to ask you, Primo, um, what is the inspiration behind the new single, I Am Stronger? And what message do you hope to convey?
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for having us, and very grateful to be here. And like to say, I am stronger than yesterday, and I'll be doing better tomorrow. So I'm very grateful, and the song just pretty much portrays like just somebody that's been going through a lot of obstacles in life and being able to overcome them. And sometimes for me, music is therapy for me and just gets me through my times. So we just wanted to express that in that song that we provided.
Amazing. Yeah, I like that kind of music therapy. That's
Yeah,
how I get through the day. I put on a great song and then my whole mood is shifted. And I noticed that has been happening in a positive way with I Am Stronger when I listen to it. But
right.
I have a question for the Real Norris man. Tell me, how did you two get together in this project? And what was the creative process like for you?
All right. For me to answer that question, we have to start from the inception of me coming to Canada for the first time, 1995, through Kings of Kings production, which you already probably heard of, a veteran producer. So my producer, brother, son, Jazeel, he's like a next generation to me. So, I was introduced to this virgin Primo through him.
Mhm.
As you might not know, he already had the song. So the song was already straight. So I was just featured in the song. And I think the reason why that happened is because my messages that I've been preaching all my life is always conscious message about upliftment, message of how you can overcome struggles,
Mhm.
whatever the obstacles that you face.
Right.
So it was just a perfect timing and also the perfect opportunity for both of us to come together. Um, my friend Jazeel, he had the idea of me jumping in the song, the pre, for more than one reason. I am here because I want this youth to be known to the Jamaican market, all because of his style, his versatility. You
Mhm.
know, so he can do just about anything: Afrobeat, R&B, rap, DJ, sing J, and that's something really, 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 really touched me. And I think he has a great talent as a younger artist. I'm a veteran in the business, so it's just most hopeful and right to just push forward a young artist, especially one that has a unique talent. So we just decided we're gonna take this all the way to Reggae Sumfest.
I love it. And congratulations for that. So, Norris, man, continue. Tell us a little bit about your career. You
Yeah,
say veteran, so tell us, when did it start? Who are your influences?
young kid growing up in the West Kingston area, the tough part of town, close to the Tivoli Gardens, the jungle, the Rima, the Slipen Road, the Harriet Street. You know, sound systems, culture. Every other day, weekends, you will have sound system playing communities. And, you know, as a young youth, you will get a touch of the mic to toast before the bigger artists come to the dance. So my journey started from there, you know. Um, yeah, after a couple of years, you know, growing into the music and becomes more mature, I came out with this big hit song called Persistence in Jamaica. And it was also produced from a Canadian-based producer, which is the same Kings of Kings, Colin Levy, Eilish. Um, from there, I've been doing well, traveling the world. You know, now I'm residing in Sweden. I've been in Europe, Africa, all the Caribbeans, Asia. You know, been in the game close to maybe 35 years now. You know, so it's more than 3 decades. I've been doing it all my life. So, you know, I'm 51 years old. So that must tell you that I've been there a long time. Right now, where I reach in the music, I am about to just share that love, share that experience, share that knowledge that I have, pass it on to younger youths, those who want guidance. Because, you know, we are in a turmoil where the industry is right now. Young people is doing their own thing. We're not knocking because changes we have to make in the music, but we deal with morals and principles. And, you know, when, you know, in our music coming up, certain things we don't speak from here. We try to keep it clean and up full. And that is the reason why we're embracing this song, Stronger. If you listen to that song 100 times, you know, it just makes you feel so good. You know, you can play it for your mother, you can play it for your aunt, you can play it for your kids. You know, we are vouching for music like that come again, dominate the space. You know, so it is just fitting for me, as I said before, to have this virgin on the Reggae Sunfest. I'll be working international night. And that's a big night amongst the Babyface, YG Marley, the Luciano, the Anthony B, and you know, so much grace, you know. But right now, where I am in my career right now, I'm doing well. You know, I've been there so long. What could I ever ask for? You know, a lot of us came out in the music and they never last 4 years. I'm here 3 decades or more. So I only can give thanks that I'm still relevant. My message is still important to younger generations. And I give thanks that I was mentored by the greats in the music, the Sly, the Robbie, you know, all the great musicians, the Dean Frasers, you know, all them great musicians in my time to kind of groom me and make me have, you know, this solid career that I have today.
Well, that's beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I wonder if you've held space with some artists that I know very well. Protege.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Pyramid Chronics, Leela Ike, you know, they are young people, and the fact that the music that they are trying to put forward, it was something that we ourselves wanted to have other younger generation to come up inspired by that kind of message. So we have to just give them the support because there are not many of us in the righteous field.
You know? I agree.
So when you see someone come up and putting in the work that we have been putting in from the 90s, the only thing we can do is embrace them. You know?
Wonderful. More wholesome music. I agree. Righteous music, as you described it.
Yes.
And Primo, can you tell us a little bit about Sumfest? That's very exciting. Congratulations, you know, to be on that bill. But I don't think people understand how amazing that is. So tell us.
Yes, for me, it's just a blessing, and I just want to thank you while we're here too right now. Enough respect and for just even giving me that opportunity to share my music with the world. And you know, I'm excited about it. You know, I think we're gonna do a great show, and we're just gonna showcase the song, and you know, there to just have a good time and a la vibe. You know.
Okay, and that's where. Tell us where that is and when.
Catherine Almo Bay. You know, Sumfest have many nights. So I'm performing on the final night, which is international, and that's on the 20th of July.
Okay.
So you know, we're asking everybody, you know, if you love reggae music, if you have a ticket and you can fly to Jamaica, come and see. And as for me, I haven't been performing in Jamaica for many years with so many classic hits. The adrenaline is already building up.
Right.
They've been pushing out controversial stuff in the social media space right now. Them, you know, everybody's just talking about Norris, man, and the attention is on, you know, it's on me. Um, you know, going music, sometimes it's not everything people said about it is in a positive way. Because now we have the opportunity where we have the internet and we have the bloggers where people can get very negative. But what I really do with my publicity, whether it's negative or positive, I use it in a way to propel myself. Yeah, bring it out in a positive way.
Right.
I want to promote, to listen to classic music of the 90s, music that lasts, and also to remind the fans that we had from that time to this time. Good music will never die.
Absolutely. I love that. Good music will never die. That should be on a t-shirt.
Stronger than before.
Just a marketing suggestion. Thank you for that. Primo, I have a question for you. So tell us a little bit about some of the challenges you faced during the production of the single, if any came about, and how did you manage them?
Honestly, I can't say that we had too much challenges. And, you know, Norris man is a veteran, you know, so when he goes in the studio, he just speaks from his heart and it just flows. Once you give him a topic and you tell him, okay, this is the idea that I had, it just went in there and knocked it out real quick. And then it was just a very inspiring thing to see, to know that, you know, there's not many people that can do that. You can just go in a studio session and just have a vibe and have a topic of a song and just off the, not writing anything down, just off the brain and the heart, just say what he has to say. Freestyle, exactly. So I was very impressed to see that. And like I said, I wouldn't say there was any obstacles throughout that process.
Okay. How does your family, you know, how do they feel about it? Your friends about this new fame that you have and the influence that you have in the musical community?
Everybody is very supportive and they love the progression of it. And, you know, they know it's a rocky road, but we still push forward and keep spreading the message and just keep giving that good quality music, you know, that, like you said, will last forever, you know?
Right, right. Who are your musical influences growing up? What were you listening to?
For me, I did a lot of, my father used to play a lot of Mary J. Blige, the New Editions, and then I was a rapper first. So back then, Nas and Jay-Z was my favorite rapper, you know? So that, and then say Nas. Now I could say the newer generation, like Burna Boy, those Afrobeat artists, you know, YG is very talented as well. A lot of people that kind of influence me to kind of keep going and keep doing this. But nowadays, like when I'm in my creative process, I don't really listen to too many people because I don't want to start sounding like them, you know? So I just start to really just own my craft by just listening to my music and figuring out what I can create different.
Excellent, excellent. I'm also an artist. I'll share that with you. I'm a singer and songwriter.
Is it?
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know, possible collab. I don't know.
Yeah, I would love to hear some. I'd love to hear some.
But I agree with you, Primo. Like when you're in the creative process, you don't want to sound duplicated, right? So I deliberately don't have certain devices around me. I don't own a TV. I mean, I know what's going on in the news, but I am not driven by the current, you know, I lead by the spirit kind of thing. So I totally understand that process. That makes sense. So before we close, and this is what we do on the show, I put people on the spot. And I heard how you freestyle and that. So I'm going to ask the Norris man, would you do something on the spot for us right now? Let's talk about, I don't know, Hurricane Barrel. Can you do something?
Hurricane Barrel is a drill. Hurricane Barrel nearly go kill. Hurricane Barrel make a right wheel. Hurricane Barrel blow Mr. Real. Give me Christmas Day for me chill.
I love that. Thank you so much. All right, I appreciate that. That was amazing.
Yeah, we give thanks, man. You know, one last word, you know, I just trying to say something if it can reach across from your platform.
Yes.
That the young youths, a lot of them is talented, and some of them they have an old soul because of the parents. This virgin's parents, they are both Rastafarians, so there's a great deal of value in his family when it comes to family values. And he's a decent person from a decent family background. Because when I first met him, I never know if his mother was Rasta or his father was, but because of his way and how we do things, and he has this type of consciousness about him regarding the fact that he's out there in the world. I have to ask him, like, is your mom and your dad a Rastafarian? And he said, yes. So this is what we are trying to say right now to the young youths out there. We know that things is going to change. We can't stop changes. And, them say what is not revealed to the wise and prudent, revealed to the babe and suckling. But we just don't want them to be destructive. So we have to be there as a guidelines. Because that is what elders do when I was small.
Yes.
I like to be around Rasta man, listen how they talk, read the Bible. It was interesting to me to sit the whole time and look in their mouth when they talk and they reason and they have deep conversations about history. I like history in school. I was a mathematic person or the English and history. So, I'm trying to say for some of the people out there who they have kids, they're a mentor to the society and the people. Try to make it a part of their duty to pass on that value and that moral principle. And also talk to the younger ones and try to guide them, because it's not every one of them is stubborn. A lot of them, they really need guidance, and that is why I'm here. It is no money thing, Remember, I remember when I used to see big artists performing on big platforms that have 40 and 30,000 people, and I wanted to only sing one song up there, and just the desperation and the feeling, I can understand now how our next person feel who does not have that opportunity. So, I want Jamaica to receive this brethren in a way where them can say, well, then, Norris man bring this artist on stage and what is his name? That spark around it. I want him to have the buzz in Jamaica because he's multi-talented. Trust me. It's been a long time I ever meet up in like a person who they're doing an Afrobeat style, then they can change to R&B, then they can change to dancehall, and he perfect it so good. Not sounding like someone, but he perfect it so good, So he's a special kid. So, yeah, man, definitely. No joke about him.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, we honor his greatness and yours, Norris, man. Thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing the importance of mentorship. I hear that, in what you're sharing, it's very, very important. Each one teach one, right?
True.
I wouldn't be the woman I am if I didn't have a great mentor. So thank you for being a mentor to Primo Green and the many youth who look up to you. So thank you very much. So yeah, where can people find the music? Where can they go and get the single, Primo?
Spotify, streaming platform, iTunes, Instagram, The Real Norris Man, Facebook, Official Norris Man. What can we do?
What follow me too on Primo Green Music on Instagram, Primo Green Music on Facebook, on all platforms, Primo Green Music. Go stream Stronger right now. It's gonna make your day better.
If you have any vinyl records at home, please to keep them and shine them off. And put them there becomes classical stuff. In the years to come, we're gonna be looking at these things and telling our grandkids, like, what is this? And they say they don't know.
I know.
So that's the era where we're in now. There's no more records.
Very true. Yeah, very true. I had to describe what a record was to one of my younger colleagues the other day. That it's round and it's made out of wax and anyway, it was a long conversation.
Collector's item, collector's item.
So true. So true.
But we like the journey, honestly, I love the journey.